So much skipping. At least the skipping goes pretty smoothly on this laptop of mine. Natsuki. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me unexpectedly. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Did you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? I follow Natsuki as she makes her way to the closet. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Extra question mark. Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when something. Is it in history or did it get blammed? The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. A bit. Ugh! The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez! This is so inconvenient! I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself! Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? No, I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me! Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah! Careful! I know what I'm doing! Exclamation point. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to grab the books without the risk of falling, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoop one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Ah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, there's no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it! I don't want your help, okay? Okay. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see... Classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. Zoom! She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ish! Natsuki climbs into the chair, and slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go! See? I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. Did I whisper to myself in my monologue? Kinda don't need the parentheses. It's already internal. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Huh? Oh no. In this position, I can almost see up her skirt! I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead! Huh! Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Ooh, heavy. Hey, Hallie! I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one! But then I'd have to let go of the chair. That's fine! Just for a second! Hurry up! Alright. let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Eh? Natsuki looks like she just realized the position I was in, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. And the chair flies from underneath Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Splat. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight onto my chest. I guess with it being a girl MC, it's even more of a cliche. The falling onto boobs from anime. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Natsuki's fist pounds into my chest, then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez! Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total perv. I hope you're happy. It's practically impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! Eh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Stop! Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks, and I can see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. I pull her into an embrace and place my hand behind her head. It's okay, Natsuki. I'll help you clean this up, okay? And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up Volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This one will cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding a volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. And so they did! We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Maki gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yeah, you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you! Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. And then we click skip, and then we click Natsuki. Even though we can't skip it because it's going to be new dialogue. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Arrgh! Is it that bad? No! No, it's not! It's good! It's really good, okay? There, I said it! Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all! Why can't you just be bad at this? Did she say something else there and I missed it? No, she didn't. I keep getting paranoid because the text is doing that thing where sometimes it like pauses a moment and then it continues, and I'm just used to it like how it is in regular DDLC where it just lays out the entire sentence for you. It's a style choice, but I kind of prefer it the other way. My poem's just supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously! You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break! In that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you! Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. Have to use the bathroom! Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room, out of the window. Hey, Hallie, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I wouldn't say that. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Hallie? Of course not. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Maka's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? What do you... Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Maka's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh, you should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Hallie wrote this poem. We're supposed to share with everyone, right? Ooh. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem was technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Hallie's done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. Thanks. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh, never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to everyone else. They haven't gotten to read it yet. So what? Hallie is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like they're going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. Did we actually read this one last time, or did she just refuse to show it to us? I think she refused to show it. But I'm also fairly certain this is still just a vanilla poem. There's nothing different about it. So you know what? I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. We're just gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna... Not bad, right? Yeah, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Natsuki, you definitely do. There are so many people who think Amy is a real person that you hate. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... You're what? That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Alright. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest! Sure, I wasn't trying to say, jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I look forward to playing tomorrow in the next demo. Yeah, I'm probably sure I'm gonna have to read all of this anyway. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me! We're trying. Skip me. Yuri! Oh, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Hallie. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's or Monika's, perhaps? I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri. I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Your mind isn't stupid, Yuri. Your mind is great. You really mean that? Of course I do. Thanks, Hallie. It means a lot that you think that. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. You don't need to be afraid to hit that skip button. Oh, that's funny. I think Natsuki also wrote something like that, about someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. It sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. I might be ranting a little bit now. You weren't ranting at all. What? Sayori. Sometimes the dialogues just match up in a little bit of a weird way, you know? Alright, let's kick back. Well, this skips all the way probably to the main menu because there's not another poem game after this. And then we'll do Sayori's, and then we'll talk about this model a little, I guess. I'm kind of surprised it took me 40 minutes just to get this far with Natsuki's. We already picked this one. And we picked this one in Fury, didn't we? We'll save this for your Sayori. Well, you know, with Natsuki, huh? I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with what I just said. Let me hit skip again. There it goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we missed a return or something. Walking out with Monika, huh? She seems like a nice person. I wouldn't want to just turn her down.
Isn't she so charming and witty?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to see that. Oh, something got crossed up. But you know, that's part of the reason why it's important to play mods. So you can test them and catch little bugs like that.